Hello friends, welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're going to animate our friend Ruberto in episode number 1 of FlipaClip's new series, Animatics. Step 1. The cake. As you can see when you enter the project, the Animatics intro goes up to frame 32, so we're going to start our animation at frame 33. You're going to draw a cake with the design that you want. For example, this is mine, a 3-tier cake with a birthday candle, and with these proportions inside the work window. It's time to apply the color. I'm going with this fuchsia for the top lids, and the same shade a little darker for the cream. Also a yellow-orange for the fire of the candle, and it would look something like this. But again, you can apply the tones you want. Just the fire is the element that we are going to animate, and we're going to make 3 poses for it. We copy our picture number 33, we paste it on number 34, and number 35. On number 34, we're going to erase the candle, and we're going to make this pose. We color it. Let's go to square number 35, erase the candle, do this pose, and color it in as well. We're going to copy each of the 3 frames and paste them consecutively up to frame number 67 or as far as you consider, taking into account the audio as a reference. When you play it back, it's going to look something like this. Step number 2, Ruberto entering the scene. For this part, we're going to draw these 10 poses of the character throughout the sequence. They're very simple poses, but I'm going to try to explain them anyway. Let's create a new layer for Ruberto. Let's go back to frame number 35 and start drawing his entrance. First, a fragment of his paw. Then in frame 36, let it show a little more. Then a little more in 37. In 38, even more. We're going to keep him in this pose longer, so we copy this last frame and paste it to frame number 41. In frame number 42, the character will be much more visible, but a little disfigured as a good cartoon, exaggerating his proportions, like, for example, his eyes in this case. In frame number 43, he's already starting to regain his form, and we see his body entirely on screen. If you want, you can make his eyes close to give the character a little more expression. Here, we're going to skip to frame number 47 because we're going to draw a pose that serves as the basis for the rest of the frame. This pose is basically Ruberto standing looking at the cake. When we finish it, we copy it, and now we paste it in frame 44. To this frame, we're going to make a smear, or a trace of movement to give that illusion of sweeping. For this, we erase a little of the figure of the character on the right side. We put complementary lines exaggerating the trajectory of his body. Here, feel free to do them as you like. The effect will still be very cool. We're also going to paste this main pose in frame 45, this time to give the impression of inertia that the character has when stopping. That is, things like the hair and the hands tend to go a little more forward. We do the same on frame number 46, since we're simply going to make an interlude between 45 and 47. You can use onion paper to be more precise if you wish. We're going to glue this square on number 48 and leave it as is. In frame number 49, we're going to start changing the expression of the character with 4 poses to make him smile in a mischievous way. The first one being this one, just modifying the mouth a little bit. The next one in frame number 50, we continue modifying the mouth. We also enlarge the eyes more and make a very slight insinuation of eyebrows. In frame 51, we mark the eyebrows further down to give him that mischievous look. And we continue modifying the mouth in the same way, exaggerating the smile even more. Finally, in frame number 52, exaggerate the expression even more, which looks like this. Now we can copy this frame and paste it to frame number 67, which is where our cake and the first scene ends. Finally, we apply the color to all the pictures. You can import a reference image from Ruberto to extract the exact color with the eyedropper, or you can create your own color palette according to your taste. Step number 3. We're going to continue the story in a new scene. Frame 68, we're going to leave it free. Here we're going to go straight to frame number 73, and we're going to draw a chainsaw with the design you like most visually. Mine is a little bit simple, very cartoon style, like Ruberto. I also let a little bit of the character's claws show through to have that continuity. I put this yellow tone that I liked a lot, and this bluish gray tone for the blade or the edge of the chainsaw. And it looked like this. Now we're going to copy the frame and paste it into the previous ones. First, in number 72, we select the whole piece with the lasso tool. Put the anchor point at the bottom right and rotate it a little to the left. We go to frame number 70 and do the same thing, but this time we rotate it a lot more. I skipped frame 71 because we're going to make another smear, so now we paste the frame here too. Rotate it so that it is in an intermediate position and do the process that I explained with Ruberto to create the movement trace. Erase, make a couple of lines following the direction, and this way it will be a very cool trace. We glue the frame also on number 74, 75, and 76 to give a slight pause. In frame number 77, we also paste it, but here we're going to give the effect of vibration of the chainsaw. So we select it, put the anchor point at the bottom right, rotate it a little, and we will erase the teeth of the blade to draw new ones on the halves. You can erase one at a time and draw the other one simultaneously. Now that we have both frames, we're going to copy each one and paste them consecutively until we get to frame number 92. It'll look a little something like this. Step number 4. In frame number 93, we're going to draw Ruberto cutting the cake with the chainsaw. If you like, you can draw him from scratch, or you can copy and paste elements like the cake, the chainsaw, and the character. I, for example, in this case, put some extra glasses because, you know, safety first. We color our drawing. And when we have finished it, we copy and paste it into the 94th frame. With the lasso tool, select the chainsaw and the character's arm as precisely as you can. We're going to put the anchor point just below where the arm starts and turn it a little bit to the right. Not too much, just enough to give that vibration effect. You're going to copy both frames and paste them together until you get to frame number 118. With that, we are done with this scene. Step number 5. Starting from frame number 119, we're going to make a close-up of Ruberto, where his expression changes from laughter to disappointment. So we draw him with a happy expression, like I'm doing here. Copy the picture, paste it into number 120. With the lasso tool, select it. Put the anchor point at the bottom right and turn it very slightly to the left. You can open his mouth a little wider to help with the laughter. In frame 121, we do the exact same selection, slight rotation, and open the mouth a little more. Now, with these three poses as a base, you're going to build the sequence, always leaving the pose of 120 in the middle. For example, in frame 122, you're going to paste the pose of 120. In 123, you'll paste the pose of 119. In 124, again the pose of 120, and in 125, the pose of 121. You will do this consecutively until you reach frame number 132. In number 133, we draw him opening his eyes just a little bit. And we'll close his mouth a little more too. In number 134, we draw him with a subtle squint and close his mouth a bit more. And this gives him an expression of suspicion. In frame number 135, we're going to draw him with his eyes wide open, his mouth more closed, and this is the pose that we're going to copy and paste in the following frames until we reach 144. Then, of course, we apply color to these frames, and we should have something like this. Step number 6. We come to the last sequence of the chapter, and this is the simplest of all. In frame number 145, we're going to draw Ruberto. If you like, you can paste a previous pose and simply change the expression. We're going to draw the cake open up and inside a little alien, because in the audio we have these UFO alien sounds. So I made it fit. But remember, the idea is that you let your imagination fly, having the audio as reference. This is what my final drawing looks like. In frames number 164, 165, and 166, we're going to make him take a claw toward his face. And, well, if you got to this point, I think you already know how to do it with the lasso tool. This last frame, we copy and paste it to frame number 188, and that's it, folks. We're done. We have the first chapter of Animatics, the biggest cake in the world.
Ah.